another foundation tutorial today, and I wanted to do it in better lighting so you guys can see exactly, you know, what I'm doing and see it in better lighting and just try to up my game a little bit here. Now I have you guys hooked up to my window, kind of on one of those cell phone mount things, and this is different, but we're gonna get through this. And one thing I want to tell you, ladies, I have kept up with my face routine. It has been wonderful, but the other night I did sleep on a pillowcase that I'm pretty sure was not exactly clean, and within 2 days I broke out with a few little guys here. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but you pop them, and I know you're not supposed to do that, get scarring. But they're already going away. They're pretty much just scarring now. But it's important to wash your pillowcases. The cleanser can't do everything for you. You can't touch your face. I mean, you just gotta try to keep your face clean. If you're sleeping on pillowcases that are dirty, it's gonna do that to you. It's just, I just kind of knew that the pillowcase hadn't been washed in a while, and I was like, probably shouldn't, but I did, and this happens. So make sure that you are washing your pillowcases, because that's where your face sleeps most, most at night. Also, I think part of it has to do, I've been using a new lip balm, and I think that at night it's rubbing off around here, because I've been noticing I get a lot of breakouts around my face here too, so I think that might be part of it. Don't try to switch up stuff. Just stick with what you know. All right, so let's start real quick with our Glorious Face and Eye Primer. We gotta let this tack up for about 3 minutes before we apply our stuff. So I took just a little bit, put on my hands, start with the T-zone. Here, do not get it on your lashes, ladies. That's all it's gonna do is make your lashes fall flat if you try to curl them or anything. Come on, lighting, stay with me here. You might hear planes in the background. I do live on an Air Force base. I love the way Glorious Primer makes my skin feel. I feel like it's like smooth as silk. Sorry. Okay, I'm done. So we're gonna let that sit for a few. And then to the look that I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna put up 2 videos for you guys today. I'm gonna put up one half with the foundation routine, one half with the rest of the makeup. And my goal is to show you the Cloud 9 collection, why you need it. I don't know what you're waiting for, but you need this stuff. I'm telling you, it's amazing. I'm not going to wait for it to tack up to add a little bit of concealer to my problem areas here. So I'm going to, and I want to show you guys that I can have problems using this product if I'm not using it correctly. Sometimes it's user error. Sometimes it's not just the product. You know, you can have a great face regimen, face cleaner, but it doesn't matter. As long as you are still putting your face in a bad condition. She's got bedhead. If you're putting your face in a bad condition, you know, you're gonna still break out. Your face is not, it's not gonna just forgive you because you put a good cleaner on it. So it's something to think about. It doesn't stop at the cleansers. You have to keep taking care of your face past that. And it's amazing how quickly this cleanser has helped me clear up this issue. And now this concealer is actually meant for for highlighting, not really for correcting. I don't have a color concealer for correcting, but it will still do the job until my foundation comes. So I've talked for a little bit, maybe not long enough, because you guys will not see my face. Well, you can see my face later, I don't care, but I'm not going to worry too much about letting the primer sit too long. I want to get straight into this. What, baby?
Is it okay if you give me some salsa and chips?
I don't think we have any salsa, baby.
Yes, we do.
No, we ate it the other day, remember?
Why?
I'll give it to you after the video. We'll figure it out. No is not a successful answer with a toddler. Now I have a mirror here and you guys here, so bear with me. I want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Alright, so I'm going to take my buffing brush, the one I was using the other day in the videos, right here. I'm going to wipe off anything here, and I'm just going to start buffing this into my skin.
Mommy.
Honey, I'm doing a video.
Mommy, I want to make a video on my iPad, but I want to look like the girl and
Inside Out movie?
no.
It's a different character now?
Yeah.
Which one do you want to dress up as?
No. All the other characters.
Okay, we'll talk about it after the video, okay?
Remember,
You know I always help you with that.
remember the ones with the monkeys and the man?
I think I remember. Let Mommy finish her video, okay? Don't you break that. That's Daddy's. He got that from his mommy. Put it up.
It's Jungle Book.
How is it?
Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. What was it again? Oh yeah!
Look at this stuff. It's amazing. Goodness. It's like, I'm sorry, it's Photoshop in a bottle. I don't care what anybody says. But it feels so soft and silky. It's not like heavy foundation. You know how when you go to the store, you don't go buy CoverGirl or something, and you got that heavy, cakey feeling? It's like a liquid powder. It's the best way to put it. I don't really know how else to put it. But it's just the most amazing feeling foundation.
That's the man. That's the monkey.
She's been watching a lot of my videos lately and watching me do them. And she's been wanting to dress up as characters. And that's the one thing I want women to understand about makeup, especially her to understand about it, is to do things because you love to do it, not because you feel you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can walk out of the house with my face not being perfect and be perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be perfect on a daily basis. It's nice sometimes to just wake up and be able to, you know, mess with some good makeup and just, you know, feel comfortable in it and, you know, feel like a little bit of a diva for a day. I mean, who doesn't deserve to feel like that, you know? But most important thing I wanted her to know was you don't have to have makeup to be beautiful, right? You just have fun. Why does Mommy like her makeup?
Because it's fun.
Exactly.
I made it.
It's important to teach our girls that now instead of teaching them that it's a necessity for work or to impress anybody, because it's not.
Well, I made it really big with my head. See, I can barely put it.
I still have some left on my hands, so I'm just kind of working the product. I don't want to waste it. Even though I'm pretty much covered right now. I'm going to work it down in my neck because my neck is always lighter than my body.
Mommy, can I have
Maybe put a little on my ears. It wouldn't hurt any.
Mommy,
So they match.
don't you know I'm right here?
I know you're right there, Kaden, so let me finish my video.
I mean,
This is why I do my videos in the room, you guys, because this thing right here. Miss, you need everything right when I start a video.
Mommy, I just need one thing.
And it's not going to hurt you at all to work it down on your neck a little bit. In fact, our necks are almost always, hey, go sit down. Enough. In fact, our necks are always lighter than our bodies no matter what we do because it doesn't get much sun. We have a lot of shadowing when we're in the sun. And I don't know about you, but my neck does not work well with any coloring on my face or to match my body. It's just a big giant pain in the rear. Alright, working in the last bit of this product. This brush here is from Morphe and it is called the M439. I believe it was like maybe 13, 12 bucks or something, and I'm telling you guys, it's amazing with this makeup. It just buffs it so perfectly into your skin. I'm absolutely in love with it. Doesn't leave those cakey marks. You look good.
Mommy,
I'm sorry, y'all.
Mommy, when you're done with your video, will you give me it?
Give you what? No, you're not using that. That's for mommies, not for KKs.
I am trying to be the lady. Oh.
And now, if you look at me, my face looks a little bit yellow compared to my body. It's because this is a little darker for me than I am now. I was a lot tanner when I got it. So it's not going to be a huge deal. Nobody's going to look at it and be like, oh my gosh, that looks terrible. Now, if I had like a dark tan color on, then that would be an issue. All right, so less is more when applying underneath your eyes, ladies. Remember that. So you're going to want to take it here and go down and just work this little bit right under there. You don't need a lot. just enough. And then I found lately, even I don't really need to use my blending buds for this. I've been just kind of making my fingers work in the product as much as I can. Remember to take it all the way up here, ladies. Makes a huge difference, especially when you're trying to highlight your face. See how nice and smooth that goes on? And you see how it's already concentrated some light into the middle of my face? Very important. I'm going to put just a little more on this side than I did the last one, but we'll blend it and buff it out. Remember, patting. You don't want to smear. When you smear, you're going to get that caked look. You don't want it. Pat it into your pores. Pat it into everything. Set it. Use the warmth of your finger. Alright. I like the way that looks. Alright. Now we're just going to take a little bit of it here and go on our head here. And see, I still have lots of products in the back of my hand just from that little tiny grain of, like I literally took a, I literally took a little bit of this, just a little grain of it to do all this work. You don't need a lot. The more you pile on, the more greasy and oily you're gonna look at the end of the day, because your face wasn't made to have 60 different products on it. Just work with a little bit and work it out. Remember, at the end, it's going to come together. It may not look perfect right in the beginning, but it's going to come together. A little bit here, straight down the ridge of my nose. And I'm probably not going to put it on my chin today, just for the sake of the video. Alright, so I'm just going to take it like this and blend it into my nose to where I feel comfortable and that I feel good about. The only thing I think I'm going to do is just go in with the brush here and just kind of, there we go. I feel like it creates more of a pore, not a pore look, but a skin look. But look at my face now. Ladies, I haven't even put powder on, nothing. This stuff is amazing. It covers, covers from the high heavens. All right, so we are going to take our pressed powder, and today I'm actually going to use my lighter powder for under my eye. I have a scarlet powder here. This is really light. Imagine me putting this on my face. I'd look like a ghost. I'm just going to roll it in there, get it on my brush, blow off just a little excess, get it under my eye just like this, and set my highlighter. That feels really good. Just like that, and I'm just going to take it and go down just a little bit like this on the bridge of my nose. Feels good, looks good. A little right here, and also my head where I put scarlet. Now I use the lighter powder for that. You don't have to. You can use your regular powder if you have just one powder. That's just because I have both. I might as well just highlight up a little bit more. Here is my, yes, I've used the junk out of this, velour. I've also used this just for applying foundation on my face, like as far as like using this as foundation. The powder, you put the primer on and then use it as powder. But the powder also works as a really good coverage, so you don't need a lot of powder after you've already put all this stuff on, but I do like to set it because, like I said, I tend to have oily skin and I just feel it's better. And I just kind of work it everywhere on my face. This is our powder brush, and it is amazing, works amazing with our powders and our products. In fact, I've yet to find a brush that is not Younique that works as good with our powders. And you know me. I'm not a giant fan of our blending buds, but I love this brush. I think it's just compact, and it just distributes the powder so pretty. Alright, so I'm just going to get a little under my eyes here, or on top of my eyes. Go down, down, under my nose. Perfect. Everything is set, everything is good. There's only 200 things we need to do now. Now, mind you, if I was doing this in a normal routine, this would probably take me 10 minutes to get my foundation on. It's going to take a little while to do your makeup, ladies. It's not going to be something you can just do in 5 seconds. Now, if you want to just go with the primer and the powder, then yeah, do that. But I like the coverage I get with this stuff, and it lasts all day, and it's a flawless finish, and it's so pretty. And to me, it's worth every penny. So I prefer to take a little bit of extra time. Remember, the more time you take with your makeup, the longer it's going to last and the better it's going to look. And I know we don't always have the luxury of time, but you know what? Sometimes we have to make that time. I know that's something nobody wants to hear, but it's true. Sometimes we just have to make the time. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bronze up because why? Well, my face looks flat now. It's pretty. It's got a pretty color to it, but it's flat. So we need to add some dimension back in. So bronzer. This is Sunset Bronzer. I don't need the bronzer up one because I'm not as dark skinned. So it's better to just kind of stick with this bronzer so I don't look too bronzed. And remember, we're concentrating it where? From the tip of our nose to our end of our lip here, and that's going to give us where our cheekbone is. We don't want to put it up here because that's where our blush is going to go. We want to put it straight down here. And we just want a little bit of a shadowing there. That's all. So when we look in the mirror directly like this, you see how this has a shadow to it and this doesn't? Makes a huge difference, especially visually. Now, ladies, I don't know if I've told you this, but until September 30th, I'm doing well, I have told you this. Until September 30th, I'm doing $20 off a collection, which is huge because tell me what other makeup companies are going to be 20 bucks to go buy their products. I'm just saying. So if you guys are interested in the collection like this, now is the time to get it because there's not going to be another time later on where I'm going to be doing something like this because it gets expensive, and this is coming straight out of my commission. So, you know, I want you ladies to try this because I want to get the word out about the products. And I'm putting it on my head. Why? Because we want to calm down this 6 head I got going out now. You know what I'm saying? All right. Although proud of my forehead, I do like to let it be a little more shadowed. I just like to say, bigger the forehead, the bigger the brain, right? It was worth a try. A little under here, just add a little depth there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now it does look like extremely, like you could see the flat lines and stuff, but I'm telling you, throughout the day it's going to all blend together. So I don't really concentrate too much on it. Alright, so next we are, oh, I always forget the nose. I like to have my nose contoured because what do you see the difference on this bad boy? Now we're just taking it right on the line to kind of go straight down our nose here so that we can have a thinner appearance to our nose. Because the thinner your nose appears, the more focus on your eyes and other features. And anyone can do this. And even if you have a more broader nose than I do, this is a perfect technique for you. Who says, nobody, we don't need plastic surgery, ladies. We don't need none of that junk. Okay? We're perfect the way we are. God made us that way for a reason. But you know what? Makeup's there for those days that you just feel like doing your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Alright, much better. So, as you can see, I've added shadow back into my nose. And that makes a huge difference on the appearance of my face. And my face looks more dimensional now. Looks a little silly because I have no other makeup on, but when I get the other makeup on in the next video, you guys are going to be like, oh. I might be repeating myself from the first video, but I just want to make sure that I get these points straight out to you guys. Especially to you new members, hello, welcome. Glad to have you guys. Blush, our blush. Look at this. I have used this for 2 months straight, and I swear, I have no dip in it whatsoever. You probably can't even see. This is insane. You don't even need a lot either. That's the crazy part. Alright, so, lips are a little dry. Alright. Blush, or blush. Blush. Oh, God. Okay, I'm good now. Let's go ahead and smile for our blush. Get it on the apples of our cheeks. And as always, if you know me, I am a blush girl. I don't hide from my blush. I feel like it makes my face come together. I love the way that I love the way this Morphe brush works with our product. I wish we could like get commission off that. I would sell the junk out of that brush. It works so flawlessly. Like, look at that. That looks awesome. I don't care what anybody says. That looks awesome. Alright. So, I've added my blush. My face has dimension back into it. Exactly where I needed it. Last step we need to do, ladies, is we need to make sure we set with rose water or any makeup setting spray. I prefer to stick with all Younique products. I feel like if I want the best possible outcome with every product, I need to stick with Younique, because not only are we mostly natural, and when I say mostly natural, ladies, I want you to understand the difference. Not every makeup product can be made completely natural, otherwise some would not last long. Now, even the ingredients that are added in Younique that aren't considered natural per se are still not harmful to the face like many other products in makeup. So, here is our refreshed rose water. And as you can see, I love this stuff. I use it for 3 different things. I use it for a toner, I use it for makeup setting spray, and I also use it to make my pigments pop, which I will show you in the next video. And then this stuff is amazing. It smells like roses in a bottle, and it also adds a little bit of a dewy finish to your makeup so you don't have that cake face look, if that makes sense. So we're going to take our rose water, shake it up a little bit, and we're just going to spray. We're going to take it this far away from our face. As you can see, it's a little ways away because we don't want to spray ourselves directly. This stuff comes out like a bullet, okay? Alright. Alright, so now we just let this set. We don't touch it. We just let it dry as is. And this is going, like I said, as you can already see, is add a little shine to my face. We don't want a flat, too matte look. The dewiness actually does help enhance the makeup as the day goes by. Gosh, it smells so good. I don't know about y'all, but roses are my favorite freaking flower. I love them. Okay. Now, while that's drying, I'm going to add a little bit of chapstick to my lips because my lips feel a little dry. I haven't really used my lip scrub in a few days. But I went to Lush the other day, and I like the lip scrubs from them, but I was not impressed with their bath bombs and stuff. I have to be honest. Like, I use a friend of mine. I use Love Lux and I use Dollhouse Bath Pastries, which they used to be. Well, they're not used to be. They're admins of a makeup group I used to help admin, and their stuff's amazing. So, if you want any recommendations on amazing bath bombs and stuff, let me know. These are natural. They're handmade. I know that Lush is handmade too, but you know, you just never know. Alright, ladies, this is a finished foundation routine. I think it looks awesome. Hopefully you guys think it looks awesome too. And you know, at the end of the day, you have to remember that it takes time to do your makeup. It really does. It would not take 20 minutes to do this. For me, it takes about 10 minutes to get this done. Maybe 7 if I'm in a hurry. But if I'm talking to you guys and telling you guys how to do this, it's going to take longer. So, and you know me, I'm very detailed. I like to make sure you ladies know exactly what you're doing and what you're buying and everything. So, you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Thanks for watching, ladies. Hi, ladies. Welcome to the second part of my Cloud9 collection demo. I wanted to go ahead and show you how I do the rest of my makeup with this collection. Okay, so what we are going to start with is probably the lips, and I'm just going to be straight up honest with y'all. I put some chapstick on because my lips were getting a little dry, so I'm going to go ahead and take them off now. I wet a paper towel, and I'm just going to kind of remove a chapstick from my lips. And this will kind of remove any foundation that ends up on there when you are... I don't know why I choose to do my lips first. I've always been that way. Very weird, I know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a very light pink lip today to go with a purple and pinks look on my eyes. But I like to keep dimension in my lips just a little bit, so I'm going to add our lip liner in Posh just to give myself some still have some dimension with that light pink. So I need to sharpen. Here is our sharpener. It even comes with a little thing to pick out any of the extra junk that you have in there. It's very convenient, trust me, especially when you get lots of junk. And then this comes off to just take off and empty any excess junk that you have in there. So this is my pencil. I've completely destroyed it. I know. I'm gonna fix it. Relax. All right, so I'm just going to get that back where I want it. I think I kind of over sharpened this one just a tad bit, but that's okay. All right, so see what I did here? All right, so I'm gonna take it like this, and I'm just going to line my lips. It's really hard to do this with the camera, so I'm gonna try to do this with my mirror here. Just follow the line of your lips. It's really not hard to do this. It becomes hard when you're trying too hard. Just take your time with it. You'll get right where you need to be if you just relax. Start here and go up, following your line. And here and up, following your line. You're going to take it here and you're just going to kind of, I don't want to say you're creating an ombre look today, but I just want to show you kind of how I add a little dimension back in. And here, and here. And it doesn't help, or it doesn't hurt to kind of take it here too, and kind of go down a little bit. Also helps when your lips are not as dry as mine. Alright, so we are going to take Ritzy here, and pretty. And ladies, if you're afraid of bold colors, don't be. A million other women in the world wearing bold colors, and they probably don't even fit them. But you know what? They still wear it because they like it. Who cares? Wear what you want. This is that was our lip gloss in Ritzy, and our lipstick in Ritzy, and this is our lip gloss in Lovable, which I love. And so what you're going to do now is take your finger and blend it all together. And when you blend it, you're going to get that really pretty, light but darkish pink kind of look I'm going for. I like that a lot. Okay, so I also recommend to always take this and kind of like pull it like this and go to get some of that extra. That way you avoid getting it on your teeth. Beautiful. Okay, so next we are going to take our you know what I didn't do in the last video, ladies, and I completely forgot, was add just a little highlight. We have highlights that you can use actually, and you could probably even get away with using our extravagant. And matter of fact, I'm actually just going to add our highlights. So I'm going to go ahead and do Elegant Cream Shadow and use this as a highlight today. So I'm just going to take just a tad bit on my finger here, and I'm going to put it right here in the center of my nose, just to bring a little light into my nose. See? Brings a little light concentrated to the center of my nose. I'm going to take it here and just go a little bit up and just rub in. Add a little bit of light in there. Just concentrate. Just a cute little bit of light. Okay, so now that we've added our highlight, we're going to go ahead and get straight to the eyes and the eyebrows. I'm going to start with my eyebrows first because, well, as you can see, I have them pretty much completely, I don't want to say too thin. Well, they are pretty much too thin, but because I shape them, I need them thin. And the only way that I get an arch is if I have thin brows. So let's go here, and we're going to just get our brows in order here. We want them to be nice and combed through. Convenient. You got the comb on one end of the brush and then you got the color on the other end. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use this because it's really hard for me to see on this, so I'm going to use this, so try to watch me from here. So what I'm going to do is move this out of the way first. Bring this forward. There we go. And I'm just going to start moving this up where I want to create my arch. See? It's really that simple, ladies. You just kind of, just like you're working a pen on a piece of paper, basically. Get your arch where you want it. I'm very lightly stroking. I'm not pushing. I'm just stroking and letting the color work into my brows instead of working the color into my brows. It's like my brow is choosing how much product it wants when I'm slowly doing it. And when you slowly build, you're giving yourself a chance to be able to fix along the way. I think that looks pretty good. And then I also took it to where my eyebrow ends here, out here, so that I don't have any mixed matched eyebrows. Because no one wants that. Alright, so I'm very happy with that. I'm just going to kind of do that. Yep. Alright, so now we're going to take this and just lightly shade here. Fill in some of those holes in the, I don't know about y'all, but in this part of my eyebrow, I tend to get just a little bit of some patches of my skin peeking through. Yeah, it looks good. Doesn't look perfect, but it looks better than it did. Alright, we're going to take it here and we're just going to go up. Remember, light strokes, ladies. That's all it takes. You build it. Don't be afraid of it. This product is amazing because it's got that very, as you can see here, see if it's going to focus on it. Nope, that's not going to. But as you can see how small the tip of this is, it's amazing for eyebrows. I used to use the Anastasia pencil. I won't go back to it. It's too thick compared to this. I love how thin this thing is. Alright, so my brows are done. Look a little silly without other makeup, but they're there. They're not hidden. That's, no, I just put this cap on there. So, looks like I just gotta push it out again. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take our cap and stick this back on. And I don't generally use our brow gel as much because I feel like I don't need it because I get really good coverage with this one. But it's nice to have it on days where you just want to kind of hurry up and go. It works pretty well. I do still like to use the Anastasia. I have this hair here that always tries to escape and he wants to do his own thing. So this is like glue basically. And this kind of helps me keep him in place where I want him. Our brow gel will do the same. I just don't feel like adding any more color into my brow with that product. I also feel like when I use this, it kind of takes away some of the harshness of the lines and gives me that look I'm going for. So they're not perfect, but eyebrows are not twins, they're sisters. Remember that, ladies. It will help you get through the day. Alright, so now that we are done with our eyebrows and our lips, we're going to head on to our eyes. Now for some of you might look at my lips and be like, this is a little too dark for me. That's fine. Don't do Posh, then just go straight into Ritzy and go straight into Lovable, and you'll like that a lot better, I think. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick our number 3 palette, which is my favorite. It is the purples and pinks, which as you can see, I have used it just a little. Alright, so what we're going to do is I like to take our rose water here, and I'm just going to kind of spray it down on some surface, and I'm going to dip my brush in. This is the Deluxe brush from Younique, and I'm going to dip it in there slightly so that it's just a little wet, and I'm going to take it in Smitten here. Smitten is the lightest color in the palette, and I'm going to concentrate that on our highlight color, which is going to be the inner corner of our eyes. So And as you can see how amazing that rose water makes that pigment look. It just makes all the difference. I don't always use the rose water for the pigments. In fact, if I weren't to use rose water, this would still be really high impact, but I just prefer to use rose water. Sometimes I just feel like the metallics come out. And I'm more of that in your face, bam, makeup, you know what I'm saying? So, I like the way that looks. Alright, and I'm just kind of working it on the inner corner of my eyes. And going just a little up to keep the highlight concentrated here. I'm even taking it a little down in here because I want to brighten up my eyes. And because we used a little water in this, we need to let it sit for a minute so that it can dry up, so that we can work with our other shadows in it. And then I'm just going to go back to the thing without dipping it back in the rose water and work some of this color on my full eyelid here. Alright, and as you can see, it's already added lots of color in the middle of my eyes. And that's important, ladies. You wanna have highlight color that pops, because if you're gonna mess with the pinks and the purples and the darks, you wanna pop the middle of your eyes. It's gonna add dimension, it's gonna just be so much prettier. Alright, so I've got that added. Now I'm just gonna let it sit for a minute. Alright, so we're at 12 minutes, which isn't too bad. As you can see, I'm getting through this part of my makeup fairly quickly, even though I'm still explaining it to you guys. And you can see the huge difference on the way my face looks with this foundation and what I've done so far. As you build and as you go, it works together. You can't, I think a lot of ladies stop because they only get through the foundation. The other parts are like, oh my gosh, this looks terrible. And then they're like, I don't think this is gonna look good, and they just quit. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep getting through your makeup, ladies, because if you don't let yourself get through the makeup, you're not gonna get through the look, and you're gonna think it's gonna look silly when it's not. It's coming together perfectly. Trust in yourself. Alright, so what we're gonna do is take a good blending brush here. Where's my blending brush? I just had it. Alright, so we're gonna go to the blending brush we used yesterday. And here it is here. And we are going to dip this in a transition color. And in this palette, I'm going to choose Tickled, which is a really light rose, dusty rose pink. So I'm going to go ahead and take Tickled, dip my brush in it like this, swirl it around a little, blow off the excess, and work this into my crease. Oh, great. And they're doing the lawns outside, so you guys are going to hear that. My apologies. Sky's going to be right outside the window watching me do the makeup tutorial. I'm going to be like, what's up, though? I'm not shy. And as you can see, I'm just kind of going back and forth, working the color into my crease, making sure not to take it too far into my highlight color. Working it straight in the crease. And as you can see, that dusty rose pink is so pretty. It's not like a overly pink. It's just really pretty color. Alright, so now you got that. Pretty happy with that. Even though I have a lot of shadowing on the side of my face, I think everything's pretty even. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is go into, I'm gonna work with a little more products today, so I'm gonna go ahead and head to Flippant here, which is the lighter purple in the palette. I'm going to add that on my brush, and I'm just going to work that just a little in the crease and where I would put the dark color. And I'm just blending all this together to make sure it is working seamlessly together. The more you blend, ladies, the better it looks. Blending is, I don't want to say blending is life and be basic, but it is. on this. Blending, blending, blending. Alright, so there's that. Now we're going to head to Cheeky, which is the darkest purple in the palette. And we're going to use our blending brush as well for that. And we're going to blow off excess. Remember, with darker colors, we can always... Exactly. Right. No, okay. For those of you that don't know, you always can add, but you can't subtract. And remember, we're not taking it past... I'm sorry. I don't know if it's the iris or the pupil. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm just going to be real with y'all. But don't take it past the... basically that thing in your eyeball. Y'all, come on, just bear with me, okay? I'm doing the best I can here. Alright, so we're gonna concentrate the darker color on the outer edges and kind of create, almost like I said yesterday, a V. And we're gonna kind of work that in just a little bit to blend it in. See how pretty that is? Ah, stop it! You're a pretty palette. I guess I'm okay. Okay. And we're going to take it here and we're going to concentrate it in the middle. I love the way this, like I've used a lot of eyeshadow palettes and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I love a lot of different brands. Like I really love Lorax colors because I think they blend well. And actually, to be completely honest with you, these kind of remind me of them, except for without the chemicals, of course. Alright, pretty. Lots of dimension, that's the point. You want dimension. You don't want to go past your eye right there. I'm going to leave that highlight. Alright, so now we need our color to blend our highlights in with our darks. So we're going to go ahead and take Ecstatic here. And we're just going to lightly brush against that. And we're going to take it and just put it all together. Ah, early. Okay, so now we are going to add, oh, I forgot to put, ladies, don't forget to put your caps on everything you own with these products. Remember, they're the type of products you can put on the back of your hand, which I'll show you in just a minute, and they will dry and they won't move. But that's going to happen if you don't keep your caps on your products. You don't want your products to dry in the containers. Don't know how much time I have, but I'm going to go ahead and try to finish. I'm going to just go ahead and do a quick eyeliner and lashes. Try to do this very quickly. And usually when you try to do winged eyeliner quickly, it spells disaster. But when you've been doing this as long as I have, it seems to just get easier by the day. Alright, so I'm done with that eye. I didn't make it perfect, but it's good. And there he is. Great. And we don't want to go too far in. I went just a little too far in on this side, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Remember, ladies, the only people that are really judging your makeup that much is basically yourself. Like, people don't look that deep into little imperfections in the makeup. In fact, somebody who doesn't do makeup might look at you and be like, wow, her makeup is perfect. And you see that little imperfection, but they don't even see it. So don't worry about it. Okay, so I took it a little too far in here, which is going to take away some of the highlight color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of that back in if I can. Sometimes it's not possible to fix it, but we're going to try. A little bit of that rose water left over. Going to go back into my smitten and just try to add some of that back in. Okay, I'm happy with that. Alright, so not the most perfect eyeliner of the day, but it will do. So we're going to go ahead and do real quick this does not come in the Cloud9 collection, but I do recommend it. It's very important to have a black eyeliner and a white eyeliner. You want to kind of wipe it off if there's any excess, and you're just going to take it and put it on your waterline here. And white eyeliner is going to open up your eyes, ladies. And black eyeliner tends to make your eyes look smaller, so try to remember to use the white. See how nice that looks? Don't get me wrong, we're still going to use black eyeliner here, but we're going to use it in a different way. Need to sharpen this. Let's just hope my video decides it doesn't want to die. That would be not very good. Alright. So this is pretty much gone there, so I need to sharpen. And turn this with, and you'll get better results. Turn this instead of the brush, if that makes sense. There you go. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to, underneath that white, just slightly add it. Just a little. We don't want a lot. There we go. Opens my eyes, makes me look awake. As far as the mascara tutorial, I'm going to cut this short today because I don't want the video too long and it's going to take forever to upload. You guys know the mascara tutorial. I will go ahead and link it in the video. But basically this look, I will also put a final look in the comments like I always do. But if there's any questions you guys have about these products, let me know. But I'm telling you, as easy as this went on my face is literally as easy as this makeup is. It's not hard, ladies. You can do these looks. I mean, you can wake up every day and enjoy doing your makeup. Have fun with it. Wake up and just think, you know what, today I'm gonna go with pinks and purples. You know what, today I think I'm gonna go with a smoky eye. Do I have anything going on? No. I just want to do it. And you know what's gonna be funny about that is it's nothing to do with being full of yourself at all. But you're gonna pass the mirror sometime today and you're gonna be like, wow, I did that, you know, this is my art, you know. I think that it's unfair that, you know, painters are considered artists, but makeup people are considered insecure, and I think that's very unfair. I think that if you love makeup, it's an art form, and you shouldn't be judged for that. And I think when you stop caring what people think and you start to love it, and you start to realize just how much there is and how much fun it is, and there's just so much to it, you start to realize you are doing an art form and you don't have to explain yourself to people anymore. And that's where I'm at. I'm happy. This is what makes me happy. This is something I love to do. It's not because, you know, I need to feel beautiful. I've never needed makeup to feel beautiful. In fact, I think true beauty comes from the heart. I don't think it's a physical thing. And I just think that, you know, it's just a fun, it's like looking at your masterpiece every day. You know, looking in the morning, you wake up and you paint your face. It's basically a masterpiece. You enjoy it, ladies. Don't feel so intimidated by other people and what they think. Love yourself, love what you do, have fun with it. And you know what? As many people as you think might be judging you for it are actually looking at your rank and going, damn girl, you look good. All right, ladies, have a good one. Thanks for watching.